You're not thinking of going back to your old ways, are you?
Is that such a bad idea?
Let the cops take these guys down. You know, sometimes the law works.
And sometimes it doesn't. You know, these people, they steal, they murder, destroy people's lives and get away with it. They have alibis, money, lawyers, power. They have everything.
You don't understand. Your world's gonna end.
What the hell are you?
If I told you that there was a company called Palantir, and their entire existence was to hear your whispers so they could predict what you would do next. Now, what if your whispers called Palantir, and their entire existence was to hear your whispers so they could predict what you would do next? This was to hear there was a company called Palantir, and their entire existence was to hear your whispers so they could predict what you would do next. Now, what if I told you it was backed by the founder of PayPal and the CIA? What if I told you Palantir was quietly connected to and next? Now, what if I told you it was backed by the founder of PayPal and the CIA? What if I told you Palantir was quietly connected to your bank statements, social media, medical records, and a lot more? Then what if I told you their entire purpose was to understand and blueprint your life so they could predict exactly what you do next? If you want to know what that's called, it's called behavior surveillance. Like that, blueprint your life so they could predict exactly what you do next. If you want to know what that's called, it's called behavior surveillance. Like that grocery receipt from the time you went to the store at 11 p.m. We can't forget about that sudden change in your jogging pattern outside. They won't. Or your 3 a.m. Google search. You see, Palantir sends your personality anomalies directly to the government because you unknowingly gave them that right in the terms and agreements that you didn't read. Palantir isn't just surveillance, it's predictive governance. Control the data, give them that right in the terms and agreements that you didn't read. Palantir isn't just surveillance, it's predictive governance. Control the data, control the decisions. Well, at that point, you can basically control anyone without them knowing that you're doing so. Palantir wasn't profitable for the first 17 years, and now their net worth is the same as Bank of America. And like I said, you gave them this ability when you did terms and agreements and didn't read it, gym memberships, and most of the smart devices that are in your home. Palantir is no longer a company. It is now a digital nervous system that takes care of the oh so fragile and insecure American people. The next time your thoughts shift or a news cycle tells you what to believe, ask yourself, is this really my decision?
This is my
Now, the reason why I wanted to record that because you T.I. should know what that's all about. You heard what the man said. Next time you do something, you got to ask yourself, was this really my decision? If you're a target individual, this is a no-brainer to you. You should already know what I'm talking about. I remember the guy saw in the video, what's that, what's the dude name? I forgot his name. I always post his channel. What is it? Gangstalkers Survivor or something. But what did he say? He said it was Rosemary Baby that made me decide to go ahead and move to that apartment where there was gang stalking me at. And that always stuck to me when he said that. You know, every decision that you make, you gotta sit back and think, you know, where did it come from? You know, I just made a decision that I was just testing though. I just be doing shit because I know that, these motherfuckers are experimenting and everything. So, but this is just a message for the new folk, for the new people that's in the program or will be in the program. What program, D? What are you talking about? Oh, you don't know? You don't know that there's a gang stalking program going on? Oh, you must not been tuned in to Gang Stalking Simulation, which is the best channel, the rawest channel on YouTube. You can also find me on Rumble. But anyway, see what's wrong with people today. People thinking that their choices and decisions that they make is completely theirs, and that you just talk to the average person. The average person thinks that they're like 100% in control. You know what I'm saying? They really do. They really think that they're 100% in control. That they got up, they made the decision to do what they did. Nobody's controlling them. Nobody wants to believe that they're under mind control. Nobody wants to believe that another entity is controlling them, or they might have been body snatched. I really, really believe that I'm like the only one left out here. You know what I'm saying? I see what they're doing. I see what the archives is doing. It's like you at war every time you go to sleep, and every time you wake up. You don't even know if you're gonna wake up the same the moment you close your eyes. You know what I'm saying? I believe a lot of people are getting snatched. I believe, especially a lot of TIs. I believe people are getting, especially if you're not hip to what's going on. If you're not, how can you defeat your enemy if you don't even know his tactics? You don't even know what he's doing to you. You don't even know that you're filled with nanoparticulates and he done already took over you. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that a lot of people are being taken over, through sleep. Because remember, the more with the body snatchers, they was always taken over when they went to sleep. And then people will wake up and they will be different. So you always got to pay attention to, I believe it. I'm trying to tell you, I'm keeping the gangsters. Several TIs I talked to, I believe they're gone. I believe they're gone. You know what I'm saying? They don't sound the same. They always sounded crazy anyway. They might have been gone. I might have been just talking to a fucking AI bot vessel from day one. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you watch the movie Body Snatchers. They was taking the people while they was asleep. You will be basically conscious while you woke, and then when you went to sleep, you was a totally different person. I believe everybody that's around me is taking over. I believe everybody that they place around me is taking over. Family, so-called friends, whatever, strangers. I'm in the land of the bots. So that's where we at, y'all. You know what I mean? That's the world we in today, and I guess it's gonna be that way. I'm like, well, you might ask, well, how can I find out that I'm not taking over, D? How would I know if I'm not taking over them? Well, I would look at it like this. First of all, in order to know that you're not taking over, you will still be seeking truth and information, and you will be also doing whatever it takes to clean yourself out. You know what I'm saying? If somebody give you advice to clean your nasty ass out and you not doing it, you're not taking advice, you got to ask yourself, why is this person not taking advice? I done gave this individual several advice and several tips of what to do, and they're not listening. They're not doing it. They're not doing nothing of what I told that person what to do. I told you to detox, you're not doing it. I told you to get these books, you're not getting these books. I told you to watch these movies. You're not watching these movies. You're not doing anything. You're not doing no work. Faith is dead without works. Faith is dead without works. You're not putting in the work. So therefore, since you're not putting in the work, and you're just sitting there like a bump on a log, then therefore that's an indicator that you're not even there no more. You're not home. Nobody, I'm not gonna say nobody ain't home, but it ain't the person that I thought was in there. That person that I thought was in there gone. There's a bot in that body now. It's been body snatched. You should, in this day and time, you should not have to tell somebody or repeat to somebody over and over and over to detox. You should already know by now that there's something going on in the air, food, water, etc. And you sitting around here just bullshitting. You're not taking this serious. So therefore, since you're not taking this serious and you're showing me that you're not taking this serious, that really let me know that there's something controlling your machine. There's something stopping you from doing what I'm telling you to do. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to understand that if the bots and the parasites or these nanoparticulates that's in the bloodstream has infiltrated the body and the mind and the soul, and you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be was going on, you know that these bots that's inside is going to stop the individual from trying to make a change and seek help. Clean, because why would a drug dealer is not going to tell a drug addict to get clean? You see what I'm saying? I need you to stay on drugs so that way I can keep my pockets full. So it's the same with these parasites, these worms, whatever that's in your body. You think these worms is not gonna, tell you to go detox and take some stuff to get this crap out? Why would they do that? That's self-suicide. That's self-genocide. They don't want you to detox. Because they know once you detox and push them out the way, then therefore you might wake up and understand the words that's coming out of DB's mouth. And we don't want that. Holla back.